Hello and welcome to Virtualize Everything and another episode of my home lab build out. We've added some pretty cool things to this home lab over the last couple of days, and I'm looking forward to showing them. You can notice that we've added two new containers here. They have some new labels. You may have noticed the newest video out, and there's probably some older videos out from us as well. Both of these containers are running Docker. We've also added a new network to our network configurations of VLAN 14. VLAN 14 is going to be designed for things that I'm going to port forward out to the internet. And we had to do that because of our pretty little Airsonic container here. We'll get to that more here in a minute, but on our other side, we also had to add some more storage, and I say add in quotes because we hadn't used up our previous amount of storage, but we definitely have some big plans that are going to consume some storage here. So a second hard drive was added to our Proxmox system. Now, we did this in a pretty fun and interesting little way. Normally, in past cases, we'd go ahead and we'd mount that drive and it would show up here and we'd have to select it every single time. If you look here, you can see the actual drive that was added. It was a 2 terabyte drive. And you can see my main drives that were set up here prior. So how did I do this? And how did I make this work so that I got the full storage passed through here to local LVM and was able to take and not have the extra drive added? Well, we have a video coming out on that, and definitely like, share, and subscribe for that video. But the very short answer is I used LVM and LVM thin to designate this drive as a logical volume, just like was done here. And then I passed it through to Proxmox's data logical volume, which is connected to local LVM here on the web interface. So because LVM allows us to connect drives together, similar to ZFS in creating pools, but not the same. ZFS allows us a lot more functionality and backups and stuff. We were able to add these drives together so that when one partition fills up or one drive fills up, we start writing to the next. And that was what was done here. It keeps a very stock, sleek feel and allows Proxmox to be used and used for tutorials very simply. All right. So onto these containers. Airsonic, which we've done a video on before, is what I use for some of my music as well as some of my podcasts when I'm at work and I want to listen to music all day long. Airsonic is a great solution for me to do that and allows me to avoid the ads and listen to my music, which I already own and enjoy at home or at work. Now, of course, we have to do various different things like duck DNS and set up reverse proxies in order for this to go. And of course, that's not going to be part of my home lab update, but go ahead, drop a comment. I think there's plenty of videos online for it. And I always don't enjoy making those videos because I have to share a lot of personal stuff. So there's a lot of time spent blurring out that information. And I don't particularly enjoy those steps. So we tend to avoid them. But I mean, maybe if I got 5-10 people asking for it, I could probably consider doing so. After all, this channel is about teaching and learning. So the next thing I deployed, and I won't really be showing here because there are legitimate uses for it, and I did end up using it for a legitimate use. I needed to grab some of my video content off YouTube so that I could use it for a upcoming video. And I didn't have the video files readily accessible. We still don't have a site-to-site VPN set up, so I have no access to anything that I don't have locally that's stored on my NAS at the Freedom House. So I needed to grab a video, I needed to edit it, and I ended up finding this tool. I'm going to touch upon it because I feel that we should share information, but I will ask you that you use it only for legitimate uses. And that's going to be MeTube. And MeTube is a YouTube DLP fork that offers a really nice web interface and is Docker hosted. I'm not going much more into this. Again, like I said, all content creators or most content creators make money off of advertising through YouTube, and I really feel that you need to watch their content or whatever they're providing you on YouTube. So you watch the ads to help them out. As a content creator, we don't make a lot of money per se, and I know the bigger ones make a lot more than I do, but it can be a struggle to bring you the most up to date and, informationally rich content and stay within inside of a budget of what we're producing or making off ad revenue. Every ad you watch here on this channel goes towards equipment for my home lab, which allows me to make more videos for you about newer topics. With that, I'm going to conclude this little tour before I go off on some rant about YouTube. And I hope you enjoyed it and you found projects that you are looking forward to seeing tutorial videos about, or projects that you're interested in working on in your own home lab. If there's something that you think I should add to my home lab, go ahead and drop it in the comments here, and I might consider it. As always, have a great night, and thank you for watching Virtualize Everything.